You better watch out if you ain't got enemies a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets caught real big, gets off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored. Lots of blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really listen until they feel it for the party. And if you start shit, you be hard lived in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you let scars rip. You be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dark, gothic MAGA.
I am a genius.
Chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw.
Samantha, you will be
Oh, shit.
You're fucking weird. How can he see me?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. We don't really have a plan this episode. We're just gonna kind of freestyle it. Actually, we've decided we're just gonna troll Twitter, Elon Musk's feed, Donald Trump's feed, and anybody else we feel like doing in between. And if you want us to leave them any comments on your behalf, we'd be more than happy to do so.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we
That's
don't give
fun.
a shit if our Twitter account gets banned anyways. Who gives a shit? The only reason we use it is because to get video clips and stuff.
No,
like
but
that.
what I like is like this is a new era of participation trolling.
Yeah.
So we're going to give
absolutely.
you the power to help us troll. If you want us to search for stuff,
Yep.
if you want us to look into things, and yeah, leave nasty, weird comments.
Nice. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we also have a lot of Elon Musk videos that we've managed to collect over the last couple months since he decided to buy the U.S. presidency. We've been covering it pretty thoroughly, and we've got a lot of good stuff to share with you. But we do have a guest that is returning. He was here just a couple days ago. I can't believe it's only been a couple days. But no, returning to the show because he has one of the most amazing ideas that I think we should hopefully help make go viral and turn into the unofficial national holiday that everybody should participate in.
He might be declaring a national holiday himself, Mr. Trump there.
Well, we've always joked that he's going to make his birthday a national holiday. We've always joked about that. Actually, hasn't somebody already suggested that? Like one of his...
Oh, yeah, one of his little...
one of the Republican sycophants in there just to try and get in Donald Trump's good graces. Like, let's make his birthday a national holiday.
Let's put his face on Mount Rushmore and make him a birthday day.
Yeah, let's put him on the $500 bill or whatever it was. Like, so out of touch with reality these people are. Anyway, returning back to the show, Daimarr Keys, also known as Who is King Triv on TikTok. Daimarr, welcome back. I'm glad you called me with this idea. You called me the day after, like, man, I posted this video because I saw the video in the morning, and then you had called me like not that long after that telling me about the response to the video, and your idea is just absolutely phenomenal. So why don't you really quickly explain what is your idea?
Well, I was a little inebriated, but drunk minds sober.
Shit happens.
But basically, I Googled randomly. I was like, "When's Donald Trump's birthday?" And I said June 14th. And I realized I was in the military, so that was the Army's birthday. But then I had no clue that he was trying to host a military parade. I had no clue that was
for like 100 million U.S. American taxpayer dollars.
Exactly. Until people started commenting on the post, like, "Oh, yeah, this is a perfect idea because he's trying to host a military parade." I'm like, I didn't know, but hey, it works. And then I just edited a little photo, said National FDT Day, which is Fuck Donald Trump Day. But I'm gonna combine it with Fuck Donald Trump Day plus Save Our Democracy Day, and the idea is kind of like it is a day of protest, but it's also more of a day of like a family reunion, like cookouts, fun, just it's more about like, because right now what it seems like it's going on in America is we're ultimately trying to be divided. They're trying to divide more than just two parties. It's more of like this group versus this group, and this.
They're
group
trying to
versus
make
this
us
group.
tribal, but like in a way that doesn't benefit anyone except one tribe.
So
Right.
what better way to just be unbothered? Because clearly, let's be honest. Unless he has committed a heinous crime and the government really puts their foot down, says you got to get out of here. There's not much we can do, but we can show solidarity and ignore that man because he's a known.
Yeah.
Like he has to be the center of attention. He has to be.
Oh yeah.
I love this idea because, Jeremy and I have been starting to show up at protests. We both have like fallen in love with the idea. And one way that I think it can help a lot of people is to show that we are more together than people think we are. And especially in the last protest I went to, and I know Jeremy could agree, there's more Gen Xers and boomers than there were the previous protest we went to a month or two ago. This is starting to drive us together in a way that was originally driving us apart. And I think on this day that he is very likely going to do something so dictatorially outlandish for his ego. The idea that we could all get together and have these little parties, not protests, but like solidarity parties, like everyone just be together and fuck Donald Trump.
I would love it.
really
I
all
can
I
see
got.
it now. Just people celebrating, fuck Donald Trump playing on every speaker within hearing distance. You know what I mean? Signs everywhere. What other better way to piss
Hey,
off Donald Trump than
you just-
celebrating
you just-
basically the opposite of that?
Just go through
That was birthday.
Spotify or whatever app music you use and just look for fuck Donald Trump. There are so many different songs and so many people. Actually, like really, you could put a whole soundtrack together.
Well, what's funny is when during Trump's first administration, me and my buddies out of high school, right, we used to go down. We were in San Diego. It was a big, 50-50 kind of city where some of them, it's the rich, so they're supporting Trump and the other people. We used to ride around like the convention center down there where Comic-Con hosted every year, where they used to have the Trump rallies and shit, and just ride around. I had a big ass boom box and a 2006 GMC Sierra, and I used to ride around with the speaker just playing "Fuck Donald Trump" by YG.
Nice.
They would just piss him off. They used to get so mad. They used to get so pissed. They're like, "Oh, look at them!" Slurs.
We've talked about this a little bit. Is there? Katsamanda is asking any link with 420 by concentrating military there. Do you think? Because if he's having a military parade, and we all know what 420 is. I mean, we all know that there are several meanings for 420, but we're specifically talking about Hitler's birthday, which is apparently a very important day for a lot of people. So the running theory is that on 420, Hitler's birthday, Donald Trump's going to declare martial law. Well, with a lot of military show in town around the same time, who knows what he's going to do?
Yeah, and it doesn't just happen to fall on his birthday because it's the 90-day mark of when he declared quietly declared a state of emergency. So now he needs his people to report back to him on whether or not they think he should do it, which of course they're gonna tell him that they think. But I don't know, man. I can't see. I don't understand a world. I don't comprehend how generals are gonna give orders for their people to attack Americans and arrest Americans.
That's why I want to do that military roundtable.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we are planning, we're helping organize a rally, or not a rally, but a protest against fascism, against Donald Trump, and against what they're doing to the military. We're trying to preserve the history of diversity in the military. And that is literally 10 days after they plan on declaring martial law. And we plan on being there regardless. And I asked everybody in the group, I'm just throwing it out there because it's how I think. I just want to make sure that we all are on the same page. And the reply was just be prepared to get arrested. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. As long as we're going with that mindset, I'm good to go. But hey, who knows?
In my Discord about the 6/15 or 6/14 fuck Donald Trump day, somebody asked me, they're like,
Uh-oh. You froze up on us.
Frozen.
It's okay. Let me go ahead and play another video from Elon Musk. See if we can't get him. Oh, there he is.
He's back.
There he is.
Wait.
It's cutting in and out. No.
am I good or no?
No, you're good right now. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So basically, all I'm saying is, when I was in my Discord last night talking to everybody about it, they were like, if you're going to do this, you don't have permits, you have to be ready to be arrested. I said, I'm ready to be a martyr. So you guys are talking about being arrested. I'm ready to just go down. Fuck it.
Well,
I mean, I can't argue with that.
I have a question because it's funny. people we've been meeting on this show, sometimes it's around the same age group, and it's obvious, I guess, when you think about it, but we don't intend it that way. So you're squarely in a different generation than us. So if the older generations are starting to protest and finally realize what's at stake, what are the younger generations already doing and prepared to do? You know what I
Crash
mean?
out.
Like, what was that?
Crash out.
Crash out. Yeah. Yeah, they are.
As long as the older generation will pay the bill to get us out. We'll
think
You know,
crash
it's
out
funny
every
you
time.
say that, because we've kind of had this theory for a while that, you can't fix anything in one generation, and our generation, certain millennials and early Gen Xers, late Gen Xers, can't do much except hold the line for Gen Z and Gen Alpha to actually fix it for us. We have to be the stopgap. So, yeah, I think we have to support the younger generations at this point. That's the only way.
No, I totally agree with that. Now, how old are you?
27.
27. So you've been dealing with Trump since you were 17 years old.
Yep,
So
that's
since you were-
insane.
yeah. So that's all. I mean,
Fuck.
that's a lot of over a third of your life. That's all you know.
My youngest memory was the towers falling.
Damn.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Dude, I was in
That's
school.
crazy.
I was in college at the time.
I was in daycare. I wasn't even in preschool.
That's amazing. Well,
Yeah.
one of our favorite humans on the planet, a friend of the show, junior correspondent Addison, she's Gen Alpha. She's 11 years old, so she's literally her whole life only known Donald Trump's existence.
Right.
That's
But
crazy.
just think
And
of
she
that. Though.
fights harder than anyone I know.
But think about that. People that are born now, if we don't get through this somehow, that's all they're going to know is fascism. They're going to grow up and be molded and manipulated by a fascist regime. And that's when the danger really starts. Because once you have an entire generation that is accepting of the situation and think that that's just how it's supposed to be.
Well, that's why public schools are under attack. That's why libraries and education and science, because they want to make sure that they can, once they break this generational transfer of knowledge, and they could start grooming a generation of kids to be perfect little fascists, that's what they will do, because that was the Hitler Youth playbook, and this is the same playbook. There's no difference.
Speaking of Hitler, this is a video that flew under the radar, and I wanted to show. It was a perfect segue.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Okay.
Daimarr, I want you to see this video. I want you to see this video. I don't know if you have seen this video. We tried to get it circulated and go viral a couple times, but
my
nobody in
favorite
the
video.
world. Yeah. This is JD Vance on the campaign trail. I can't remember what state this was in because it was so long ago now, where he is given a Hitler salute by somebody in the crowd. You never seen this video, have you? I just tell me look at your face. So for anybody that thinks that if we are able to get rid of Donald Trump, that JD Vance is somehow better. No, JD Vance is also a Nazi, because look at how he returns the salute. He doesn't give him one, but he runs right up to the guy and shakes his hand and seems very happy to see him. Just watch this video. I slow it down again and zoom in so you can really see that little salute there. And I don't want to hear fuck all about it. It's a Roman salute.
Hey, send me this.
Yeah!
I never saw this clip.
That's right, please, because you keep getting on the news, man. Because were you just
No one plays it. No one has ever played it. We've sent it to people with links to Midas Touch. No one plays it.
Nope.
Because
that video
you can't even deny that.
You should went viral before the election. That shit should have went viral.
No one played it.
Nope, nobody wanted to listen. I'll definitely send you that clip because you get a lot more views than I do.
I'm about to get that shit going. Oh yeah.
Like, I just don't understand.
Was it one of your clips? Like, one of your clips is on the news again?
MSNBC, and it was the clip at the hands-off protest.
How do you keep getting on like TMZ and the news and shit?
TMZ at least had the decency to ask me, MSNBC.
Oh,
MSNBC. Some people started tagging me in my comments last night while I was a little inebriated again, having
they're like,
fun.
Yeah,
what's
sure.
up?
I was getting comments like, "Oh yeah, hey, you're on MSNBC." I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
What?
They're like, "No, you're on their TikTok. Like, go check." And it was literally 3-4 videos in. They're like, "Oh, it's me." I'm like, "Damn, they didn't ask me. They sent a
That's
messenger pigeon. They
all right.
didn't email me. They didn't throw a rock through my window with a paper attached to
Yeah, they
it."
could have done a
Nothing.
pigeon.
Right. That would have been the nice thing to do. So we are gonna go ahead and, like I said, we're gonna troll Twitter today a little bit. So let me go ahead and change this view. As you can see, we've got our Twitter account pulled up. Oh, hey, look, an Elon Musk post. I wonder what that's all about. Elon
Is this
Musk
about
is
him
throwing.
crying about the fact that people are mean to him when, like, a week earlier, he was like, feeling bad for anyone is a downfall of society.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Then the other, like before, before the election, he's like, make comedy legal. The left wants to make comedy illegal.
Look,
And
I'm not
then he's
advocating.
on the news like Tim Walz is making fun of me.
I'm
Like, what
not
the fuck?
advocating violence or physical property damage. What I am
No.
advocating is continuously making fun of this jackass.
Yeah.
Well, what blows me is my buddy. He has like 1 million followers on social platforms. He has a Tesla. He called me today. He's like, "Hey man," I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "I don't know what to do. I can't sell this car.
Nah,
I'm already 50,000 in. I can't do shit about it."
they're
That's the
worthless because
problem a lot of people
they're
are
the
having, man.
they're the most recalled vehicle in like a decade. They're the most deadly vehicle on the road since the Pinto, which was
Yeah.
recalled because if you tapped its gas tank, the thing exploded. Okay, we have videos of the front bumper of this ridiculous truck thing falling off because it was glued on.
I know. It's so bad.
There's actually
But
a YouTuber who devotes his entire YouTube channel to like getting new cars from manufacturers and destroying them. And he said the worst rated vehicle on his YouTube channel is a Tesla. He broke he slammed the door shut and the whole door jamb fell off.
oh,
Like the
was
whole
that
door.
That's
Oh god, is it
amazing.
Wesley Diesel? Is that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Yeah, he's crazy. But look at that. I just want you guys to see some of the crazy, insane shit that he posts.
Elon Musk is not a threat. What was that one?
Right here, Elon Musk post. This was 3 hours ago. FAFO time. And why is he posting that? Well, it's because this Mario Knopfel, I don't know who that is.
Doesn't matter.
Who's paying to burn Teslas? DOJ and Congress probing the money trail.
Stop wasting our money.
I know, but look, then it gets worse. Here, this one, Elon Musk says, those who finance the attacks against Tesla will go to prison. So I was like, that's a kind of a weird thing. What is he responding to? And it's reports say Pam Bondi may be launching an investigation into George and Alex Soros.
Oh my god! So in the midst of a foreign national non-citizen buying an election and gaining access to all of our social security information and firing tens of thousands of people, that still doesn't get people to understand who's the actual billionaire fucking up our country. They still can't get it.
Look at this one. They attack Elon because he can't be bought. And I'm pretty sure Doge Designer is just another Elon Musk account.
They're all Elon Musk accounts.
And so Elon Musk reposts that, which I'm assuming he wrote, and is like, true. I can't be bought. Yeah, okay,
See, what a lot of people don't understand is that Elon and Trump are now in a business deal that they can't break apart. They're in like a bipartisan business deal.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right.
It's like a two-handed sword. They're 50-50 with it. So if one falls apart, the other one falls apart. Without Elon, Trump falls apart. And without Trump, because Trump didn't have any money before he went into this election. Most of his donations came from Elon Musk.
Yep.
Elon Musk is the richest.
And if all those trials were still going, he'd be drained.
God, y'all. Have you heard this new term that Donald Trump has come up with?
What?
Don't be a panican.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a panican. Wow, he's such a great wordsmith, this guy. But this is not the post I wanted to look at. This is the one I saw earlier. Oil prices are down. Interest rates are down. Food prices are down. There's no inflation. Sorry, I had to scream because it's in all caps. And the longtime abused USA is bringing in billions of dollars a week from Jesus Christ, this guy is demented. Yeah, he's crashing the world stock market, and he's posting on Twitter like a pissed off teenager.
Well,
And then, of course, he ends it with "Make America Great Again."
let's call it duck a duck, man. We know he's not posting that. He has some fucking 21 or 23-year-old sitting in the
Oh
office with
yeah.
him whose
Something.
entire job is to run his social media accounts. And he's like, America is great. I want you to paraphrase
Oh.
this.
My God, do you guys know what
Yeah,
this
have you
video
heard?
is?
Did you heard about? Yeah, that's
Do you guys?
Yeah.
All right. So for those of you who don't know what this is not the Houthis. The video
Donald
that
Trump
these people are
posted
posting.
this.
Yeah, Donald Trump posted this on his personal Twitter.
So number one, Donald Trump is posting military footage from our missions
right.
onto social media. That's number
Right.
one. Number two, he said these are the Houthis. Look, we blew them up. Yeah, it was just a bunch of like people.
It was a
just
village
standing
meeting.
around.
It was like
a
village elders meeting.
Well, so now I'd like to address something. I did see this, but I also did, if you go on and you deep dive into it, there are a lot of people who are saying it's an old image.
Okay, I hope we could find the facts
Because
either way.
I did see one picture. It said it was an image from 2019, but they were standing in the same like kind of semicircle. But the thing was, why would they be like? It was very. I feel like it's not from 2019. I feel like they were trying to make an excuse because there's no way they
Right.
were standing in the exact. It looked exactly the same.
Yeah,
it was
I got
actual
you.
footage.
I got you.
It was a picture from the ground. It
Yeah.
looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
Though.
I got you.
You know what? Let's see what this dipshit is doing. Dragon believer. Well, that makes sense.
Oh my God.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
You actually
So-
you guys didn't know that he believes that dragons exist.
No, I didn't know that. God damn it.
Wait,
now I
wait,
do know
wait,
that,
wait,
though.
wait, wait.
I wish I didn't
No,
know some
no.
of this stuff.
Okay, so before I ask you to explain that, I'm going to do a quick brief of someone that a
What?
friend of mine. There's no way he's going to ever see this, so I'm going to tell it. Years ago, he tried to explain that the reason that there could have been dragons is because we haven't found any evidence in bones or fossils.
Ah, that is the conspiracy theorist thinking right there. The lack of evidence
It's evidence.
is the evidence.
Yes.
That's how they think. Like, the fact that you can't find evidence is the evidence that it's real. Like,
Sounds
oh my
Republican
God.
thinking.
Well, it is. I mean, it is. I mean, Republican is basically just like, let's be honest, like 4chan got, like the memes on 4chan helped get Donald Trump get elected the first time for crying out loud. This is the world we live in.
So the Joe Rogan thing is going to be quick. So basically, he had somebody on his podcast, and the idea that the reason why that's in his bio, and I remember seeing this, is that he believed that because dragons would have been able to fly, their bones would have been like birds. And if you look at fossils of birds, some birds don't have their fossils of their wings because the bones are hollow and
Yep.
they evaporate quickly. So him and a couple other guys believe that dragons exist and they're just dinosaurs. And the reason
You couldn't even get through it.
the wings fell off the dinosaurs.
Oh,
because they're birds and they evolved to, like, they're descendants of birds, and their wings don't show up in the fossils because they can't find them because they're millions of years old. So he believes that most dragons are dinosaurs.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Why haven't I ever thought of that? I mean, Jesus, such a logical explanation. But no, hey, real quick, what we do, let me hop over to this other tab here, because if you guys want Fuck Donald Trump Day merch, it is available. It is available. Oh my God, that is perfect. So if you want any of this merch, you can go to the description of this video, this live, and it is right in there. You can click on that and get a hat. And I like the Magist one. I think you explained the last time.
Yeah, you can read it. I'm wearing the sweater right now, but you can read the back right now if you want. The back is very interesting. A lot of people enjoy the back.
How do I
Just
get the back?
click.
Oh, yeah,
So-
there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's you define it.
Act of prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a cultist
The
group.
one
Typically
that's-
one that. I love that. That is so
Which
good.
I'm wearing right now. It's nice quality, you guys. You know what I mean?
That's great. Did you get it? Or yeah, I'd like to get. I'm definitely gonna have to order one of those.
There's also
That's
different
so good.
colors. It's not just black, but everything looks good in black.
Right? Yeah, I gotta get me a hat. Oh, Nike.
Hey,
has too.
I'm wearing ours.
Mhm. And if you notice, the fuck Donald Trump Day is on the left for a reason.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Man, he thought this all the way through, didn't he? He was
It's
really
different
excited when
colors
he.
as well, so you don't got to just stick.
Oh man, I
I
like
did
that hat. Fuck.
I did beige and green for the military. You know, to wear with your little outfits if you're
Nice.
any prior service guys. So
I got to try to order one of those before we go to the protest.
if you do, it should
Down in
come
DC.
quick. I think it should come within 7 days, hopefully.
Nice. Okay, that works. All right, so let me play just for fun because we're talking shit about Elon Musk and all these people. Let's look at one of the other videos. This is probably one of my favorite videos I've ever made. One of my favorite movies. This is what I call Elon Rupert Musk. All right, so first, have you ever seen the movie Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Probably, but
No, it's an old movie from like 1988.
oh,
But
probably
anyway,
not.
okay, yeah, you'll
Dude,
understand.
that's an old movie.
It's
Fuck.
still good. It's still good though.
Balancing the focus. Elon, what the hell are you doing?
Go on, Diana. You were saying?
Well, I think that the
Rupert! May I take your trident, sir? Yes. Rupert, don't take the cork off the fork.
Why is the cork on the fork?
To prevent him hurting himself. And others.
Balancing the focus. Elon, what the hell are you doing?
Excuse me. May I go to the bathroom first?
Of course you may.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, I grew up watching a lot of movies, man. I've made so many of these clips. Have you seen that? At least seen the movie Idiocracy? You had to have. But
I've actually seen that. I've seen that. It brought back a memory, but I don't know when. I think I was probably a kid just kind of clicking through TV.
yeah, it's from 2006, I think it was. A long time. I mean, yeah, it's been a long time. But yeah, if you watch it now, like you're gonna laugh your ass off because the parallels between then and yeah. So this is like beginning stages of Idiocracy, and then the movie is 500 years in the future. And everybody is just they're watering. They're trying to grow crops by watering it with basically Gatorade, because they think only water is in the toilet and nowhere else. Yeah. It's so bad. Yeah, Idiocracy. Thank you. Somebody actually has seen it. But no, we definitely are living in it right now. So unfortunately, that is the truth. But yeah, what was the response to? Oh wait, who was fighting today? We were talking about it earlier. Was it Peter Navarro?
Oh, Peter Navarro
Navarro
and
and
Elon, because Elon now is talking about how, hey, I mean, I don't think Trump should have these tariffs.
Right.
And then Peter Navarro is Trump's trade advisor, talking about tariffs are the greatest thing ever. Shut up, Donald Trump knows everything. So basically, what was it? Elon Musk called Navarro truly a moron. And
In
in the press, and when it was brought up at the press briefing today, our wonderful press secretary went, wait, what was it?
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Yep.
Because when the billionaire, richest guy in the world, who is destroying our country right now, and the biggest Nazi ever, are actually fighting and you know, play slapping each other, it's just boys will be boys.
Remember, that press secretary is younger than me.
I know.
And her husband is older than you.
Fascinating.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is right. It's super creepy. Yeah, I've seen pictures of them. It's in a very weird dynamic.
See, what she doesn't understand, she's the DEI hire. But hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't get that. They don't get that. But yeah, this is what Elon Musk, because I think Navarro said that Elon Musk isn't a car manufacturer, he's just a car assembler. He likes.
But you know what's funny?
Really
what's really
digging
funny
into Elon
is
Musk.
That's 100% correct.
It is.
It is. That's an accurate statement.
No, because everything is built all over the world.
He just assembles it.
He didn't even design it.
No, he didn't. We've said this many times. This isn't something new. Elon Musk did not invent anything in his life. He took his daddy's blood emerald money and bought companies and hoped the stocks would go up. That's it.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought up his father.
That's it.
I'm so glad he brought up his father, because I do have a video of Elon Musk's dad talking about how his wife, what's her name, May Musk, her parents, big Nazis. Elon Musk's grandparents are huge Nazis. And we've been saying this not because we're talking shit about Elon Musk, but because his own dad said it. But before we get to that video, here was another one of Elon Musk's response. Navarro is dumber than a sack of bricks. Yeah, it's boys will be boys, guys.
Like the fact that Donald Trump in 2016 started the flame war politics. And now, this many years later, we're literally watching billionaires and convicted felons and world leaders and dictators just shit-talking each other over Twitter.
My highlight today, not to go off the spiral here, is China's little proverb that they said today regarding the tariffs that were slapped on them.
What did they say?
Basically, they just said that... oh man, I can't remember word for word. I made a TikTok about it, but it was like bar for bar. It was like a proverb about how we're never gonna back down.
They won't.
Yeah. Well, think about it. Their history 4,000 years, and ours is 250.
Yeah.
250.
They know. Yeah, they
tone
know
it
how
down.
to fight and
Tone it
survive.
down a bit.
Well,
did you see?
They also took. Did you guys hear they changed the laws? They're not going to crack down on counterfeiters anymore.
Oh God, that's gonna fuck.
Bro, that is gonna fucking destroy
here?
companies like Nike. No, in China.
Oh,
So in China, they can now, because they used to crack down on counterfeiters over there, because I guess it's a big thing. But now they're like, yeah, just make American shit.
So Nike is
So now you're going to be able to buy your Nike kicks for like a third, a fifth, a fraction of the cost.
Well, it's funny
You know
that
what I
you
mean?
bring that up. If you guys don't know, a lot of those factories, like the Nike factories, there's like the fakes that you say you get in America are factories that use the same materials right next door to the Nike factories.
They just take that's it.
Unbelievable, right? So yeah, we're cooked, man. We're cooked. Donald Trump has no idea. And MAGA, I'm so tired. I swear to God, I want to throw my phone every time I hear MAGA be like, he's playing chess, not checkers. I saw somebody play a video. It was like, well, if you're playing if you're playing the wrong game, it doesn't matter what game you're playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, if the game is checkers and you're playing chess, then obviously you're an idiot because you're playing the wrong game.
Donald Trump is playing Connect 4. He's just randomly putting
Oh, that's perfect. You know what the problem is? He never puts the slidey thing on the bottom, so they just keep falling through and he gets angry.
One of his own judges that he appointed today, one of his own judges that he appointed himself in his, I believe in his first presidency, just ruled that he needs to give the Associated Press their fucking access to the White House.
Oh, shit.
Wow, he's not gonna like that. He's not gonna
pissed.
like that.
He's mad as fuck.
I bet he is. Because he wants to control every ounce of what we see and hear. But it's not working, though. That's the problem. I don't think they've taken into account like social media and how powerful social media is. Even with suppression, I don't.
Well, I think he kind of knows because he did allow that content creators can now have access to the Oval Office to do interviews with him other than press.
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
so like Aaron Parnas, you could submit an application, and if I'm not mistaken, Aaron, only reason why he hasn't done it is because it's Trump. But now they changed the rules that like private journalists instead of like big news networks can now have access to the Pentagon.
You don't need
the Oval Office.
You don't need to be an accredited news agency.
No,
you don't even. They probably do like a quick background check, like you do to go get a pistol in the South. And
I doubt they even do that,
bro. They let Laura Loomer in the other day. Like, I'm pretty sure the standards on who the fuck gets in the White House is pretty loose.
That said, we should start
Elon Musk doing
for
rails of ketamine in the desk in the office next door. I mean,
what's the Irish MMA fighter? Something.
Conor
McGregor.
McGregor.
Conor
McGregor was in
Just
the raging convicted, rapist, and
Yep. Jeremy,
No, you
we
can
should
say
apply-
rapist on YouTube. You can actually say that on
Oh,
YouTube.
all right.
You don't have to
We should
censor yourself like
apply,
TikTok.
We should apply for credentials like wherever we can for the White House and shit.
That would be funny. That would be
I'll
funny.
go down
this
there and
podcast
ask
alone-
dumbass questions.
This podcast
Yeah.
alone is the reason why none of us will get access.
Pretty much.
True.
Yeah. Or if they look at any of my social media accounts. Oh my god.
I mean,
So-
one skin color for me, I'm probably not getting in.
Oh yeah,
Just
no.
call that-
Yeah.
They wouldn't just deny you; they'd find footage of you attacking someone.
Facts.
Mhm.
Oh, there's footage of that. There is footage of that. So
Oh, shit. Don't take that right up.
Fuck. Oh
Not gonna
shit!
even
You
put
know, I
myself
totally
in.
forgot about the video. I do that all the time. I'll be like, "Oh, let's watch a video," and then we'll start
Yeah, then we
talking,
just-
and then
yeah.
I'll watch the video or watch our show afterwards, and be like, "God damn it, I forgot again." I was like, "Let's watch this video," and then we
All right,
never
don't do
played
it
the
again.
video.
Play the video.
My bad. The gardening before the show affects some motor skills here. Let me go ahead and play this video real quick.
May was a slightly heavier built girl.
Okay.
And actually, what happened was we broke up when she was in final year, and no, wait a minute. When we were going out,
Yeah.
she still going out. I didn't get her parents,
guy
by the way,
talks
were
like a
very
moron also.
fanatical in favor of apartheid. This is quite interesting.
This is a corpse with a
Her
vocal
parents
box, like a
came
vocal
to South
box.
Africa from Canada because they sympathized with the Afrikaner government. They used to support Hitler and all that sort of stuff, but they didn't know. Obviously, I don't think they knew what the Nazis were doing. But they in Canada they were in the German party in Canada, and they sympathized with the Germans.
Yeah.
So when the Afrikaners government came into power here in 1948, then May's father, who was quite an interesting guy, he was a very good pilot. He said he wants to be with the Afrikaners because he agrees with apartheid, you see.
Also, recently, I should have taken a screen capture of that one. Elon Musk's dad said that his son can't be racist because he was friends with their black servants.
Oh my god, that just made it so much worse.
Did you see the other video of him talking about Obama's wife?
No.
Oh man, if you had time to look that up and play it on here, please do. That shit is crazy. It's very
I'm sure I could write the script.
Oh yeah, man. It's about what you think it's about. It's pretty I watched maybe a minute of it and I was like, wow, this dude's a piece of shit.
Oh,
They're all pieces.
Oh,
of
so he's
shit.
out there trying to perpetuate this Michelle Obama's a man bullshit.
Michael. No, watch the video.
Michael.
Play it.
Michael
I don't know how long that
Obama.
video- Watch
Yeah.
the video. It's
I
crazy.
don't know
or
if you
can play
guys
it.
will be able to hear it or not. Let me try and bring it up. What the hell?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh,
I know it was last minute, but
No. If you guys can hear it here on Twitter, I'll play it. Can you guys hear it?
nah.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, it's basically I'll sum it up. Basically, it's him sitting there with that gentleman, and he's basically talking about, oh no, we all know that Obama married a man. That's Michael. That's Michael. If you look him up, that's all it is Michael. And it's yeah.
Oh, what is this? Oh, that's right. Elon Musk actually had kids with Elon Musk's stepsister. So I would take everything that Elon Musk says with a grain of salt. Because he raised this little girl here from like 4 years old. And then it ended up having kids with her. Okay, so this is how disgusting this guy
It's
is.
almost like everyone that's a billionaire in this fucking world is a pedophile.
Yeah, they have
That's
two
the
kids
reason why.
together. And yeah, he raised her from basically, just basically from out of diapers until,
Right
until
back
he
into
knocked her up. Knocked her up. So the guy, he's a disgusting piece of shit. He tries to play it off like, oh, I was never for apartheid. Like, dude, fuck off, man.
So
We know-
apparently, totally unrelated, Senator Elizabeth Warren today was grilling Trump's trade secretary, and she kept grilling him. Basically, if these tariffs cause the loss of American manufacturing jobs, will you stop? And she just starts going up, like saying numbers. So basically, she got to the point where he admitted that even if we're losing 700,000 jobs each month, they would not lift the tariffs. So they're not doing this for any other reason because they don't know why they're fucking doing it. They're doing it because Donald Trump learned the word tariff and just is going to keep pushing it until they sell off our entire country.
Well, during the first Great Depression history, right?
Tariffs.
The only time that the United States, other than this time, had a full Republican House and
Yep.
Senate was during the Great Depression
Yes.
because they tariffed the planet and it
Yep.
didn't work.
And guess
Right.
what? They had 50 years before Republicans controlled dick.
I
Yeah.
love, and here's another thing. I also love to throw this out there because I'm African American. I love my culture. Black people didn't know a Great Depression was going on because we weren't allowed to use banks. So all of our money was mainly cash. So black people didn't know a Great Depression was going on because we didn't have our money invested into banks.
Oh. Okay. I did not know
Holy
that.
shit.
I did not know that.
Black people also single-handedly saved Lincoln, the car maker, because Lincoln decided that they weren't going to be racist anymore and sell cars to black people. And since black people had all their money in cash, they single-handedly saved the car company. And that's the reason why a lot of black people drive Lincolns.
No shit. Okay. All right.
Fuck.
I did not know that.
I love learning shit like that. That
I do
blows
too.
my mind.
I do too. All right.
Oh my god, that feels good to learn stuff like that. Like,
to know that there was a whole generation of African Americans who didn't know what the fuck the Great Depression was because
Well,
they couldn't go to a bank.
I mean, it's just so much more than that to me because I can never remember the name of the book. It's called A People's History of the United States, and it really goes to show how despicable we have always been in this country. And the main theme is just how much we made black people do everything, then they did everything on their own, and to this day, white people are still stealing every single goddamn achievement that was ever done in this country was by black people.
Well, you know, they always say history repeats itself. If you look at history right now, the African American community that's like, oh, stand back and sit back, a lot of, like, if I go around my little community right now and ask people, do you know if the recession is going on, they're gonna be like, what recession? Because we struggle every day. So this is like nothing new. Like having to figure out how we're gonna get groceries and eggs and shit like that. This ain't new. This is nothing we just gotta figure. We're gonna figure it out though. So like it's literally happening again where like all the old people were outside, but a lot of the young people weren't, and a lot of the young African American people just don't even know what the fuck is going on. Not because they don't care, it's just because like this is daily.
It's not changing their life.
It's not.
Right.
It's the same shit.
Right. Yeah. That's
damn.
insane.
Jesus, I don't even know what to say. Like I just teach me things. I could listen to you all day. Just tell me shit.
Man, history is a fucking fickle B word, man.
Well, they're trying to erase all of those little details. You know what I mean? Like, what was the thing they just recently got rid of?
Shit, which one?
Underground Railroad.
Well, I know that they're trying to change the Black History Museum and what they're showing there because
they just put the director of the National Black History Museum on indefinite leave. So for no reason, they were like, okay, all right. You know what needs our attention? What I'm going to spend someone's daily pay on? Go tell that guy there, that black guy, that he can't be in charge of the museum about black people.
Well, it's a little deeper than that. So a few weeks ago, they actually told him that he needed to take certain things out of the museum, and he said, "Go fuck off."
Good. So that's even better.
That's the reason why.
Good.
Yep.
But so again, there's someone spending time. This is the Project 2025 purge of Black history, purge of what will then be women's history, what will be LGBTQ history, purge of everything that isn't white Christian history, and then they'll rewrite it to make it seem like everything that was ever done was by the Lord Jesus Christ, who was an American citizen.
If you're going to talk about white Christian history, you need to talk about LGBTQ history because a lot of them were a little, you know what I mean?
If this is true, I'm going to look it up right now before I open my mouth. This is going to piss me off.
Oh, man, okay, cool. I got what else? Oh, they're trying to erase the entire Tuskegee Airmen and the Tuskegee Project. So that's two different things. So the Tuskegee Airmen.
So people have heard of the Tuskegee Airmen. People have not heard of what the Tuskegee experiments were.
So and they fun fact, they try to rope that together in the news when they try to get rid of it because they wanted you to be confused. But the Tuskegee Project was when they injected random African American males with syphilis and then let them go out into the world and say, "Here, go do you. We're not going to tell you what's in this shot, but
just so they could see it spread,
see how quickly it spread." Then they didn't offer any of those people an antidote, anything, and they said, "Figure it out." The only reason why
Did they do that to any white soldiers?
Well, It is a known. See, and I'm fair. It is a known fact that the Army will test drugs and other things on
That's
military
true.
personnel first.
That's true. But to the extent of releasing what is essentially a fucking pathogen into a community knowing what will happen. No, that would never be done to white people.
But you know what the karma was after that? And I hate to say this, and God, it's fucked up, but I'm going to say the truth. Right after they did that, all of a sudden the Spanish flu took rampant in military bases and hella soldiers started getting knocked off the map. So, yes, after World War II.
Sometimes karma plays a part.
Spanish flu fucked a lot of military bases up.
That's crazy. I didn't know that either.
Actually, the Spanish flu pandemic in the United States started on a military base.
Well, I mean, Jesus, didn't the military do experiments with LSD for the longest time? Wasn't that like MK Ultra? That's actually real, isn't it?
Like, forget the CIA ones. There's no videos of that. But if you go look it up, I used to watch this video for funsies. There's a video of British soldiers. It's British World War II soldiers and LSD experiment, and it shows them over the course of time, like doing drills and progressively not being able to do it. But the CIA absolutely used LSD to try and brainwash people. And that's not even a conspiracy theory. Like, CIA was invented for that.
That's how they invented the drug that makes you tell the truth. There's a drug that if you get injected with it, it forces you to tell the truth.
Yep. Good times, chemistry, yeah.
My ex-wife would use that one. Anyway, kidding, kind of. All right, so back on. Sorry, hopping back over to Twitter. You had mentioned one person that was always entertaining to look up before the show, which was our favorite hillbilly in Congress, I guess, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Good old three toes.
The butch blonde.
Bad built butch body. And yeah, she's up to her old tricks here. Look at this one. She is proof that these people are being paid to protest. Just so everybody's aware, Mike and I were not available, or we did not sign up in time for the George Soros funding for our protest activities.
We didn't sign our dedication to Trump letter. We didn't sign the Antifa enlistment.
Right, we didn't pay our dues.
That's it, yeah.
Right, so, but this is the conspiracy. Wait, look. There's a fact check on Marjorie Taylor Greene's post. This is literally the only redeeming quality of Twitter, and that is community notes, which even they are getting kind of iffy sometimes. But so these are just people trying to sell merch at the protest. Okay, this is not people being paid to protest. So once again, these people are just spreading lies. And actually, a lot of people have asked Grok, which is Elon Musk's own AI, on Twitter here, who is the biggest spreader of misinformation on here, and it's Elon Musk. His own AI will tell you that. So
my favorite is when Elon Musk has the fact check shits under his posts. It's like somebody's getting fired.
Even his own AI knows he's full of shit. His own baby. Even his own AI isn't his friend. It's like, no, you're dead. I got you.
If you ask ChatGPT who the worst president is in history, sometimes it says Donald Trump. It's two presidents. It says Nixon and it says Donald Trump.
Fair.
If you ask ChatGPT if Elon Musk had a botched penile implant surgery, it does not say no. It cannot confirm or deny.
You know who can confirm
I'm not even shitting you. That's actually
his Elon Musk disowned daughter, who's transgender. Yeah, she always goes on there and says like, "Oh no, I'm gonna tell you this about my dad."
Oh yeah, we've played a couple videos of her. She went on Hassan Piker's show.
Yep. I reached out to her on Instagram. That's like probably the least effective way to reach her at this point in her life. But I would love, man.
Yeah, Hassan was like, look, keep it messing with me, Elon. I'm going to have everybody that hates you on this show that knows stuff about you. And I'm sure there's a lot of just messed up stuff that we don't know about Elon.
You know what? There's a part of me that would love to have her on and not ask her anything about her dad. Like, to the whole point of just be like, I want you to talk about what you want to talk about. I don't even pay that guy mind. Fuck him.
That would be nice.
Just to prove a point. Be like, no, fuck you.
Oh, so... All right, so let's. I want to play a couple more videos because we're actually only about 10 minutes left. a couple more videos. One, I want to just play the whole. This is something I never thought I'd see, but Donald Trump turned into a used car salesman on the White House lawn, selling Teslers.
Teslers.
He loves that hard ER. Tesla.
While you're playing that, you know who else did that? History fact. Hitler did that with Volkswagen and BMW.
Yep. The Beetle was literally created as a Nazi car. To make everyone it's a cheap.
It was a failing car company, and Hitler saved it.
Yep.
And they built cars for Hitler. That's how that car company originated.
Guess what name rhymes with Moles Moist that made the ovens?
Yeah. Oh, it's Porsche. That's the guy. That Porsche is the company that was a failing car company, and they built the Beetle for him. Oh my God, yo, hold up. I gotta find this video. There's a video of people just now noticing that if you look at a spinning rim on a Porsche, it looks like a spinning swastika.
Bullshit, really?
I swear to God.
Not the new ones, the old ones, yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's
that's
insane.
Amazing.
And that has to be intentional. There's no fucking way that's accidental. Spinning swastika. Hold up. What was I gonna play? Let me play this video. Everything is computer.
Hey man, computer. I know you guys only do this for an hour. Go 10 minutes over. Fuck it.
Oh,
well, you know what's funny? We probably should start thinking about doing like long streams because like that's kind of getting popular now, and like we can ramble for hours. We've done it.
Yeah, I mean, if we plan some stuff out, yeah, absolutely. I'm not good at just sitting here and like improvising. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Did a pretty good job tonight.
You guys give me an hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we should do. We should do an Ask You Anything.
Pretty good. I pretty much know my facts.
If Ask You Anything history, but like we gotta find a good. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna.
All right, y'all don't believe me?
Oh fuck!
Just let your eyes relax just a little bit.
Oh no, it's there. I see
it's blatantly obvious. That isn't that absolute. I did not know that. That blew me away.
That
I'm like,
has to be incidental, right? That can't be.
No, that's intentional.
They built the car for him.
I know they built the car for the Nazis. I mean, Jesus, I can't. It has to be intentional. All right, well, let me play this. The video. Everything is computer.
I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy because number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets, and number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this, and I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot. And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla. And I mean, nobody else has
Tesla. Could he be
car
a patriot
started
of a
up in the
country he
last
is not a
30 years
citizen
it's
of?
been successful. I don't think so. This is a different panel that I've had. Everything's computer. That's beautiful. Wow.
Everything is computer. Quote him, Donald J. Trump.
I'm sorry, you mentioned me. I was just a break. Yeah, it was just a break and it's over.
Daimarr, you gotta unmute your microphone.
I don't want it. Give secret sense on
yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
I was saying it's funny that Little Hands is talking about a small group of people. And then I was also saying, if you watch a lot of Donald Trump's interviews and stuff, he will try not to raise his hands above his chest.
No,
That's
he
the
never
reason why.
does.
Because he doesn't want people to talk. The other one, he does that, and then he'll put them back down. Or when he was standing there, fucking straight down, because he doesn't want people to talk about his hands.
Yep. Yeah, I think the funniest part about that video is the fact that he didn't know which one the accelerator and which one was the brake pedal. That's the one
that's ever been changed, ever.
Well, yeah. The best part about that, too, was when he was like, oh, I haven't driven a car in years. I don't drive anymore.
Oh, here's a good AI
That guy has
video.
never operated a vehicle in his life.
Here's a good AI video of what bringing back manufacturing. Oh my God, this is so funny. Okay, this is what we're all going to be doing.
Brilliant.
This is what we're all going to be doing, guys. All right, let me start it over.
Americans have no ability to imagine what their life would be like without Chinese cheap-ass fucking slave wage manufacturing.
Now watch the one guy's face when he's selling a bra. Let's just watch this shit. Is hilarious. Watch his face. He looks so
because that is such a good interpretation of a black man who's like, well, why the fuck am I doing this?
Why am I didn't do this. I had no part in this.
He's like out of that game. Jesus,
man.
people are so.
Hey man, go back up. I hate that no lip having bitch, and I'm gonna say it. That's the only woman I will
You
stand
can
on.
say it. You
I
can
will
say
stand on a hill and die on it. Fuck her.
Yeah, I don't know how she
Oh.
sleeps at night, the amount of lies she tells in a single day.
So, one thing I want to add, just to go back to car companies or companies making shit for Nazis, the Celestial Cuban on Instagram right now has been talking to me about different things regarding that. I had heard this a long time ago, but I didn't know the full extent of it. Hugo Boss's role. The Hugo Boss Company, which later became a major menswear brand, was a supplier of uniforms to the various Nazi organizations, including the SS.
Mm-hmm.
I did know that. I did.
Hermes.
Hermes too. I think it's like a clothing brand or a purse. But they used Hermes as well. Hermes used to make purses or bags for Nazi wives.
Oh, you mean the ones that weren't made from human skin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
look
no!
that shit up.
How is the market up? That can't be right.
I mean, it was up.
That was hours ago.
Yeah,
oh, that was hours ago. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was looking at this video. Freaking Elon Musk is insane. The guy's insane. He's ketamine has literally turned his brain into mush. He is posting some of the most insane shit.
Elon Musk is just Kanye West.
Insane. Wow, can we talk about that?
What was that comparison you were about to make?
Elon Musk is just Kanye West. They just do two different drugs.
Yeah, Kanye's on the gas.
What is Kanye doing?
Man, that's
nitrous,
powder, dog.
No, that's powder.
That's powder.
Oh, he was on that nitrous, but he was walking around with a nitrous mask on, like a
he
bro.
was for a while.
That's insane.
Did you guys see his black KKK outfit?
Yes, that's what I was just getting to say.
And his $1 million blinged out Nazi chain.
Yes, he had a Nazi blinged out swastika chain and a black KKK outfit.
I hope he tries to wear that.
And what's the guy's name that interviewed him? Airport. Like, what's the name of that guy that interviewed him? The guy
Academics?
Yeah, the guy that glazes Drake all the time.
Yeah.
He didn't say shit about it. Kanye West just pulls up.
No, because he was uncomfortable. He walked in, he was like, what the fuck?
I know, but I'd have been like, bro. Like, get
the interview would have been over with me. Fuck that. Get out.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be like, yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go. I don't know what's gonna happen. This makes me uncomfortable.
Also,
Jesus.
did you guys see that Nick Fuentes did a 2-minute rant about how he doesn't want to live near black people?
Yes, that was one of the most openly racist shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
I never thought such a little peckerwood. Fuck him.
His fucking name is Fuentes. Like,
I know how can right. I mean, but this does nothing makes sense. Like a perfect example, like Roseanne Barr is a Holocaust denying Jewish woman.
Yep.
Like, nothing makes sense anymore. Irony is dead.
What's his name? Shithead from Texas. Oh my God.
Which
Ted
one?
Cruz hates immigrants. His parents were immigrants. Like,
oh, I know.
Come on.
Well, I mean, JD Vance's wife is from India.
Yep.
Fucking Trump is from Russia.
Well, did you see? Was it Maxine Waters today suggested in speaking in Congress or Senate? I forget what she is. I think she's a senator. Anyway. She basically said out loud on the record that they should look into Melania's immigration history.
Bro, because where the fuck did she come from? She was a playboy. I want to know. There's so much to deep dive into that.
Are you talking about Melania?
Yeah.
Bro, she was introduced to Donald Trump by her pimp. I mean,
she's there.
Her talent agent. Look, Midas Touch does a whole deep dive into this, okay? They met at a club called the Kit Kat Club. The guy was known for bringing over Eastern European women to introduce them to wealthy white men in America. Like, it was a whole racket.
I'd like to point out.
And she got an Einstein visa because we all know how smart she is.
I'm going to go slightly conspiracy theory. Obviously, I have no proof, so I'm not making this claim as if I know it's true, but it would not surprise me if who's the person that theoretically can get the closest to Donald Trump? Melania. Who do you think is the kill switch? You do what we tell you, or I will literally poison you while you sleep.
Well,
I find it funny after his first presidency, and they've caught Melania copying Michelle Obama's speech word for word.
Oh
They
yeah.
never let
Right?
that woman speak publicly after that. She does not talk anymore.
I mean, who
Nope.
gave her the? You know, somebody handed her the speech. It's like, just read this; it'll be perfect. She's
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
okay, I do that. And then she just, but yeah, I don't know. Somebody must have hated her guts that gave her that speech.
Yeah,
Real
while
quick,
while she was busy making. Not that I'm a fan of the White House being decorated for any holiday, but while she was making the Christmas display look like something bad at the end of a Game of Thrones episode, or how they're going to tear up the Rose Garden again and put a patio that looks like Mara Fuckhole.
What is wrong with these people?
But here's
man?
another thing.
This is why I hate Twitter.
Did you guys hear about the 6 Chinese soldiers that got into a open conflict with Ukrainians in Kyiv, and then they captured 2 of them, and now the Republicans are on social media saying that those are just people who signed up to join the war. And
Yep.
First off,
yeah, because Chinese citizens are going to go do that.
Yeah.
I want to say there's 3 things I want to say. For one, Russia has concentration camps for Chinese soldiers, and this is proven on YouTube. And actually, I can't remember the YouTube channel. They used to go to like a lot of foreign countries during really bad conflicts and do it. But basically, there was the Russians have concentration camps for North Korean and Chinese people who prisoners who the North Koreans and Chinese don't want to deal with.
Yep.
Then 2, the second thing was they were trying to say they were North Koreans because they sound the same. No, the fuck they don't.
No, they do not. That's a different fucking language.
No. The number 3 is there was literally a video of the dude zip tied hands trying to explain how he got there and how he was told by his commander if he didn't go, he was going to blow them up.
Wow. This is just getting so interesting. Yeah, shit's about the fan. The president of No New Wars is about to start World War III out of stupidity.
Oh yeah, we're about to bomb Iran.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't send stealth bombers over there for no reason.
Double the amount of forces in the Middle East right now, which means they're putting more boots on the ground.
Oh shit! Yeah, hold up. You made a video about this earlier. I didn't know this, but they're recommending withdrawing U.S. troops out of Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
that's
10,000. 10,000 of them. And fun fact, I was a combat engineer. I have buddies who are over in Poland right now training Polish soldiers. I think the total amount of soldiers on the eastern front of Europe equates to maybe 15,000. So they're only talking about maybe leaving 4,000 to 2,000.
That's not good. What are you going to do with that?
Nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing.
That's basically Donald Trump
That's so
saying,
they can say we didn't take everyone out.
This is how Donald Trump says Putin does whatever he wants. He pulls all of our troops out of the way.
Dude, when Donald Trump shits, it creates a pancake in the shape of Putin's face.
I would just like to say this, and I don't use this word very often, but ever since MAGA came around, I actually have been using it quite a bit. But I hate everybody that voted for this and still backs it. Like, if you realized you made a mistake, like if you truly got duped and you just watched and you got manipulated and all that, whatever, and you want to make things right or whatever, I don't know. Some things are unforgivable, and I think voting for Nazis is kind of unforgivable.
I always like throwing this in there. There's better ways to go about things than where they're going now. There's better ways to go about it. If you need it, okay, look, deportations under Obama, there was way more than there were with Donald Trump.
And they were cheaper.
Exactly. But the thing was, it was done differently. We weren't having hit squads walking into schools, zip tying kids' hands. I saw this firsthand in California. There's ways to go about things to do it a certain way. Okay, cool. If you don't want a certain group of people here, I mean, by all means, do what you got to do. But there's a way to do it that doesn't invoke all this extra bullshit. Putting 104% tariff on China? What the fuck is that?
I know. Well, I don't understand.
I've said
no. Sorry, I cut everybody off. I'm sorry, but no, the whole El Salvador thing. Apparently, only a handful. Maybe I don't even know the exact number, but literally only a handful of them have ever been convicted of a violent crime. A lot of them were picked up on stuff like shoplifting, misdemeanor type shit. You know what I mean? Nothing.
There was one guy right now. Actually, this is a big thing going on across. I don't know if you guys heard about it. There's a guy who got sent to El Salvador's of the Supermax prison is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got sent there. No criminal history.
Yep.
A lot of them don't even have criminal histories now.
Wait. That was the guy that they want to bring back in the Supreme Court, and Trump is petitioning to specifically not bring him back.
Well, that's not what happened. So they had judges rule to bring him back, but then another judge ruled indefinitely they weren't going to do it.
Got it.
And then everybody's calling for that judge to be kicked out of his seat.
I hope so. I think he's dead. I think he's dead.
Oh,
I don't
he's
think the guy's even
absolutely dead
alive.
because there's. Let me
Why else
explain
could you not
something
get him
very
back?
simply.
Oh, we can't get him.
They are not taking these people and sending them there so that they could what? Serve it's not a prison. They're not there to do anything. They didn't.
No.
If they committed a crime in our eyes, they're not going there to serve any sentence.
All right,
so they're not going to keep them there. They're just going to fucking kill them.
Just to put it in perspective, do you know there's one way you leave that prison, and that's when you're dead. Okay? Whether you get murdered in there or die of natural causes, which I can't believe is actually a thing in that place, that's how you leave. You don't get out. There is no due process down there. It's not like you could file an appeal.
There's no due process here.
File appeal with who?
Just pretend
I mean, there
is.
isn't anymore. And that's going to get worse if Donald Trump does invoke the insurrection.
The ruling was paused. It's indefinitely paused. Like, there's never going to be a decision on it. Like, the judge said, nope.
Unbelievable, right? So, yeah, that's the world we live in, man. But, yeah, unfortunately, I do got to get out of here.
Yep.
But, again, we do want to, we really want to make this go viral some way, shape, or form. We've never had anything go viral, I guess. We've had some stuff get quite a bit of views.
Oh, the J.D. Vance thing?
No, well, that I'm going to send to you. I'm going to let him do his thing on that.
Yeah,
but I want to make this whole fuck Donald Trump Day thing a reality.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, we got to come together we got to come together. And why not else? Why else not be to just lift the middle finger to this fascist orange piece of shit that has completely infested our country?
I think the more...
Sorry, was that too direct?
No. The darker things are getting, the more we're going to have to rely not just on each other, not just the people that we typically do. We are going to have to accept that we need to rely on a larger community of different communities to fight this. We have to hold together. We have to keep the humanity in focus and be better than them, be better people. That's how we win. I think, I hope, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have any answers.
Ultimately, the end goal of everything is to leave this planet better than we've left it. And for the last 200 years, especially in this country alone, this planet has been digressing and getting worse.
Yep.
I agree.
Even if it's bringing a small amount of humanity back to the world.
Yep. You know what? That's it.
My thing is that I've been saying a lot lately. I don't know why, but we're all going to suffer at the hands of Donald Trump and his administration. So, like, are we going to suffer on our terms and we're going to do our thing, or are we going to suffer on their terms and just take
Speaking of veterans, Jeremy.
Yep.
I just want to, because apparently, you know, they're not asking if you've served. They're going, oh, you're brown enough. Let's pick you up. I do want to mention one more time something that is very important to us, the rally against fascism, but really it is something we need to do and stand up for veterans because they are being targeted. Our military is being targeted by this Project 2025 Christian national fascist nonsense. Mm-hmm. They're purging history of Black service members, of Native service members, of women serving the military throughout our history. Okay, this isn't woke. This is actual history. These are people that affected the course of all of human history, really, and they're trying to wipe them out to pretend that people that weren't white never participated in anything. And if I have learned anything is whatever we are today, it's not perfect, but we wouldn't even be here without all the different groups of people that are not white and not just white Christians. And we need to stand up for them. And that's what this rally in DC on April 30th is about. So
I agree. And if you would like to donate, we do have we set up, it was actually good advice. We set up a GoFundMe link specifically for the trip to DC. So we put both the one because we're trying to get studio equipment, better cameras, a computer for Mike because he desperately needs it. That's one GoFundMe link. If you'd like to support our work, please do so. If you want to help us get to DC, there's a separate one down there. You can click on that as well. Also, the link for this is also in the description of this video. So please like, comment, share this video on other platforms if you could, just to get the word out. Help us grow because we can't do it without you. Other than that, Daimarr, thanks for coming back on the show so soon. I look forward to talking to you again. I'm sure we'll be talking quite a bit between now and June 14th because we got a lot of planning to do.
We'll either be talking in DC or in a jail cell. Fuck it.
Either way.
Whatever.
Way. We'll be cool. At least we did our part, right? Because I'd rather be in a jail cell knowing that I stood up for what's right.
I'd rather say I did something than just
say I
watched
did
it.
nothing. Honestly, I would.
Last
I would
thing
feel
is,
better
don't
about
yell
myself.
"free me" if I go to jail. Burn this shit down. Fuck it.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. We love you all. Thanks for the support. And like always, we'll talk to you soon. Oh, real quick. We will not be on this Sunday. Take a little bit of a break. We've been pushing pretty hard, but we will be on Monday, Tuesday. So we'll keep you posted on that. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.